Okay, hello everyone. I'm gonna do a quick video, stocks to watch for next week. These are not necessarily in viable positions, but there are things that I'm watching. They're not extremely extended, um, and I'd like to find an entry in these, whether it takes a week, 2, 3. You don't know. You're just gonna watch them every day. So I'm gonna run through some tickers. Gonna be quite a few of them, but these are all high quality, backed by fundamentals, and the chart is looking good. So quality stocks with good looking charts, and that's what I do. I just stock them every day, and until we find an entry. So let's go through that, and then let me know in the comments if this is beneficial, something that I could try to do every weekend. Kind of get in the habit of doing that. I do that anyway, but it ultimately end up being recorded, I guess. But there's a lot of work that goes into honing in the stock and the list that you want to look at every week. So we'll see how this goes. Let me know in the comments. Before we start, let's go through the disclaimer. It's not do your own homework and your own due diligence. This is not an investment advice, and it's not recommendation to buy, hold, or sell any of the securities that we're going to talk about tonight. With that out of the way, let's jump into the charts. I think I'm going to stick as much as I can to Market Smith. It's just all the data that I need is in here. I go to TradingView when I'm ready to execute, when I'm ready to when I have my list finalized, frankly, and then that's how I kind of track the execution piece of it, from volume, from my indicators and all that stuff. So, but for tonight, we're gonna stay with Market Smith as much as we can, because it has kind of all the data that gets me to find these stocks and set on them that those are the ones that I need to track. I'm gonna start with afrm. I talked about it today in my previous video, but this group is hot in the finance, credit card payment. This is buy now, pay later, is afrm. I went today through my previous buys, one here, and then my stop out when I got in here and got out here, pretty much almost at the low. So I'm not going to do that again, but essentially this is massive move, from 20 to 50. That's obviously a high tide flag. Weekly looks really good. If you kind of go to the weekly here, you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks up in a row. I mean, look at this volume, guys. Right? Just crazy amount of buying. Normally, when you're up 9 weeks in a row, you're not just gonna, go flat and just fail. That's really not the high possibility scenario. Can it happen? Yes, but it's absolutely not the high probability scenario. Look at the volume on these two weeks down. Way below the average volume, right? And then look at the close on these 2 weeks down. Almost same close. So there's still signs of accumulation. I think worst case scenario can potentially undercut the 50. This is the then 10-week moving average was the 50. Maybe get back to this level here. Just fake some 50 MA buyers, and then just build some type of base that would be 20%, or maybe 30%, and then put your base, it'll be your second base in this stage 2. So we'll find a setup. If it's gonna stay strong and not give up, and start building another base, it really need to stop here, and then just build something on this side, and then start going back up. All right. So this is what I'm watching. Again, like I said, the group is really strong. So if you look at what's in that group, you essentially have what is it here? Let me I'm moving something on my other screen. I have my weekly chart on my other screen. You have stone. That's really strong as well. A little bit higher. This is your base. There's almost high tide flag from 10 to 20, but this is also setting up, and then you have 4. 4 is another one. So this one here, obviously another one I'm watching. You see that kind of flag there. We'll see if it can do something here, and then set something up. The other one is 4. I've been in 4. I tried it somewhere in here with all this chop. I think I tried it here, got stopped out, or somewhere here. I bought it back here at some point. So it's not stock that I'm not familiar with. This one, I bought it coming out here. Whoops, sorry, let me do that again. Coming out here, and then I added to it here, and I added to it here. So I got buy 1, buy 2, buy 3, and I think I sold it here. What day was that? Let me see here. I sold it last week of December, somewhere in this area. When on this reversal here, and then when things start kind of, this looks like churning to me. Very, very, very high volume, 2 days, and not really a lot of progress. So I think I sold it in this area before it went down. I was really going to buy it here, and I don't know, 2 days ago, I don't know what happened, and I never did. I know I had an order in there. I think I canceled it at some point during the day when it broke this low here. And then, you got this shenanigan now, with, I don't know, traders selling new highs with this big base here. On the weekly, let me see here how it looks for. It's still, it's not the best looking. Just deep base here, 44%. So we'll see if it sets something up. But that's another one I'm watching. SMCI, I definitely want to be back in that stock. I talked about it today. I bought it here. You can watch my video that I posted today. This is doing really well. I think something, just going back down here, testing this area, it'd be nice, pulling back, setting, some type of low risk entry, and then turning back up and going. That would be really nice. So that's what I'm watching. I'm not a buyer here. We'll see if it sets something up. App is pretty interesting. Applovin. I don't know how to say that. But this is really a strong stock. Obviously it's 98 RS. It's been choppy here. It's just something I've been watching. I think I put it on my list, in this area. Good numbers, nice growth next year. You got the sales, you got the earnings, and then you got acceleration in margins. So -11, -06, 10, and 12. So that's awesome to see. And I think this is like a little bit remind me of SMCI, right? Not the break necessarily, but this like chop. Like look at SMCI. Let me go back to SMCI. Right? So you see this kind of chop here. Just forget about this piece, right? This kind of chop, and then you look at APP. Whoops, do that again. I'm not sure why it's not working. APP. Right? See that? It kind of really looks like that. So now it's just a matter of figuring out, okay, when is the right time to get in. Here's your first low. Here's your lower low. You're setting up double bottom. Try to break it. Lots of selling. That was on earnings. But really kind of held, right? and then also never broke this low, and then got tight, and then you got a big up, and then pulling back on low volume. Very similar to smci. I was looking at this right here, and I was really interested. I almost put a buy limit order there, but I think 3 days ago I was buying other stuff, and this wasn't the best looking setup. So smci was one, right? I think I bought it on the same day. So smci was looking way better than this one, and I bought a few other stuff. So this gonna let go of that, but this one, it's doing really well. They never sold it early in the year. So this could go up, maybe just comes back down, set something up here in this area. I know this is not the best drawing here, but you know what I mean. But this is something I'm watching. So let's jump in to PDD. PDD been doing really well. I actually wanted to show something else here on app. The group. There's just some other stuff in the group that are setting up. Team was one that I was watching. Let me go do that team. I was watching team here, but really ran away from me. There was something in this area that I was watching, but it ran away from me. I think right here it was trying to set up, and then it just kind of broke the low here, and then gave this wide range candle, and then it just took off. So I couldn't catch this piece, run away from me. You got your cup, and then it pulled back. I was watching it pulling back, again, fell to the 21 EMA, back to the base. But I don't know. It's too aggressive. You've got the gaps. There's the gap here. There's a gap here. So it wasn't really clean to get back on board. And now, it's doing that. Obviously, it's also on my list. But, I have a lot of stuff on my list. But I'm just going to show you the best ones. This is, 93 RS, right? Versus, APP 98. Hubs is another one in this group. I always look at the group when something is going on. So Hubs is another one. This really, the buy point was really here, right? This was looking pretty nice. Here's your buy point, and now it tried to break out. This is late, breaking out of a cup, pulling back, same thing, high volume. Just really hard to buy them here. I don't know, do this buy 100 times, pulling back on high volume. But now volume is drying. Rally back on low volume, reversal day. So I don't know, maybe there's something like this here before it moves out. That'll be good. So this is another one to watch. Hubs, and then DV is really another one in that same group. So it's a strong group. It's 123. It's not as strong from a number perspective, but there are some strong stocks in there. App 93, Team 90, App 98, Team 93, Hubs 91. So these are strong stocks. There's a big gap here on this guy, but really great numbers all around. And then this is just doing now big cup with handle. Again, wedges often corrects. So now you get your handle. And then it's really just trying to find something here, right? I don't know. It's probably too aggressive right now. The way I'm seeing internals at the moment. Maybe this pulls back a little bit, or maybe breaks out, gets some selling here from the gap, and pulls back on the top of the handle and gives you some low risk entry, and then go up. So these are not essentially ready now, but they're really has good potential. Let's do nvda, obviously. Good. Yeah. So a lot of people bought this. I didn't. I was busy buying other stuff. I bought nvda here and then I messed it up. I think, went up, hit this resistance here, got this big reversal day, and then I think I exited. It got tight here. I was still in it, and then I think I just kind of choked it here, and then I think I got stopped out on this day. I don't remember why, but I think it was like the end of the year, and I was just trying to lighten up for whatever reason. So I got out of it, and now I kind of fell asleep at the wheel here, missed this turn, but this is potentially could pull back down here to closer to 500 before it makes another move up to 600. Can it go now? Yes, but it is what it is. AMD, I think AMD, AMD just kind of pissed me off a little bit because I wanted to buy AMD here, and I remember that day, it gapped up. Let me actually show you that. I didn't want to go to TradingView, but let's go to TradingView on AMD because it does show that it's right here. So I came in to the day. I had my buy order in the market, and then it does this, right? It gaps up, goes up a little bit, and then it just reverses the entire day, just selling on high volume. So I canceled my buy limit when it gapped up that much and went up, because normally when they gap up this much and then they go up, I don't want them to reverse all the way and fill me. It just candles start looking very, very strange intraday, and then potentially takes out the low. So this one did not take out the low of the previous day. It just stopped a few cents above it, and then the next day, boom, like you're gapping up. So I definitely missed this, and it's been really good. I don't think you buy it here. I mean, it's just trying to do something, but I think it's late right now. I mean, if you look at AMD here, it's like profit taking zone. Here's your cup with handle, or maybe cup with handle. So I think it's just too late here. AVGO, kind of the same story. You got those stocks, and then MRVL in that group as well. So strong group. 41 out of 197. ESTC is another one I'm watching. Let me see here. Elasticsearch, and then it's pretty strong. Weekly looks really nice. You see that, pivot, cup with handle, base, the bottom base, and then rockets, 41% from the pivot. So this is the hold rule in Bill O'Neill's book. If you rally 20% or more from the pivot in 3 weeks or less, then you hold it for 8 weeks, and you don't sell the stock, and you hold it for 8 weeks, because you potentially have a monster on your hand, or a tiger or dragon, whatever you want to call it. So this looks good. Now it's put in a flat base. What's the I'm not sure why that's not showing up. Flat base with about 13% depth. So that's nothing. And then it just kind of looks good here. This not necessarily a good trend line, but I'm not a big trend line fan. But let's see if this can do anything here. I don't know, maybe it pulls in a little bit gently here before it zigs out, and then gives you this kind of horizontal pivot with the trend line. That would be fantastic. That would be ideal. So let's see if that does that. Selling is minor, big volume, going up. So it looks good. Something to keep on your radar. DUOL, I posted about that one. It looks kind of like head and shoulder. And they never really bought it here. It's kind of hugging the 50, not a good look. But if kind of market strengthens here, and then this goes out, you'll get the short sellers to start covering here. So yeah, I mean, just something to watch. But I think if this kind of doesn't find buyers here soon and start losing these levels, losing the 200, I think this could go back all the way down to the 200 MA, lose the 200 level here. So one to watch. Still good story, good growth, but you gotta watch it and have price prove itself. In that same group, I'm not sure why Spotify is in that same group, but I'm in Spot. I think I posted about it multiple times. I bought Spot here, and then I added to it here. I posted twice about it, and that's how I pyramid. I have a video on YouTube as well about how I pyramid. I sold a tiny bit here. People are buying, I'm trying to sell. But I mean, I've got, multiple of my rares. So I sold really tiny bit. I'll be more than happy, if this just pulls back here gently, and then, give me another pivot here, and then just comes out so I can kind of increase the position. I like it. That's another one in the group that I already own. All right, let's do next IoT. And these names are really not new, right? I mean, a lot of these names but it's not about the names and finding the names. Obviously, that's a lot of work to find quality names, but it's about how you stock them and how you kind of handle your entry. So this one, it obviously strong. I think I traded it. I can't remember. I traded it somewhere back here. I can't remember anymore. Right here actually. Yeah, I traded it. I bought it right here. I got stopped out right here. So it's kind of rough trading. It hasn't trended yet for a while since I've watched it, but maybe now it's the time with the market getting better. A lot of insider selling on the stock. This is insider selling sign over here. But we'll see if it does anything. Broke out of a cup. Almost flushed all of Can Slim buyers that bought this breakout. This was a good turn, potentially buyable, but I haven't bought this yet. Maybe something in this area. So we'll see. Shop is in that group as well. Obviously, Shop is strong. I don't know. I probably would have not stayed in it anyway, but I bought Shop here. I bought Shop coming out here, and then I sold it on this reversal here. So not much really, just kind of lightening up on exposure. I don't think I'll still be in the stock with this type of action at the beginning of the year, and then it does this. So I mean, I don't know what you want to do with that. I mean, maybe if it comes back, do a little bit, test the 21 EMA. If it comes up, set something up here, it'll be great. I mean, it's something that's on my list. Fantastic growth, sales, earnings, margins. I mean, you got margin acceleration the last 3 quarters. So got one here, up and up. So something to watch. It's in that group and it looks good. Let's do Lili. What is that called? Eli Lilly. I'm kicking myself for not buying this here. This was on my list. I was ready, but not ready. So we missed this one, breaking out now, and then I don't know, low volume. The breakout just never really came on volume, and then just kind of drifting up. Maybe that'll give us a chance to just pulls back, and then does this, right? So that's why it's on my list. Stop out people who chase the breakout, pulls back, and then back up. So we'll see. That would be nice. I'm watching it. Fresh. I have been in Fresh, not in Fresh anymore. But really good spot here. Beautiful spot. Very low risk. I bought it here. My stop was here. Very, very, very tight. Added tiny here. I wanted to add a lot more. I can't remember what happened there, but I added tiny here. I sold it on this day. Really good multiple. Went up a little bit more, and then now pulled back. I really wanted to buy the pullback, but I don't like pullbacks on really, really high volume, and it really just never kind of calmed down. I don't buy them fall into the 21 EMA, and then it's just kind of stopped back at this pivot here, but it just never calmed down, and now you have this kind of back like wedgie action on low volume. So this could come back in, back out, give us something here. So that's kind of really high level kind of thought there. Okay, path. Path is another one. I love path. We use it at our organization, not my teams, but other departments use it for automation and stuff like that. It's just watching it. It's messy. It was looking really good here. It was on my list, but it was too close to earning, so passed on it right there. And then you get this huge move. A lot of traders probably trying to grab it here, trying to grab it here. Goes up, new high, 2-3 days. Comes back in, breaks this, comes back in heavy. Wide range bars, so it needs a little bit more time. I mean, it tested in the 50, nothing there to kind of worry about yet. This again had that power from the pivot, so O'Neill's rule, you hold it for 8 weeks if you're in it from here, and you don't panic. Test in the 50. Volume been going higher every week, so you just gotta give it a little more time here. I don't think you can rush path, but potentially early. This is stage 1, stage 4, stage 1, early stage 2. Okay, and if that's true, if this is stage 2, we're gonna have tons of opportunities. So no need to rush the entry on path. It'll come. I guarantee you that. GitLab. I want to get on this stock. GitLab, GitHub, repositories, development, agile, all that stuff. I think that's the future. I want to get into the stock. Weekly looks good, shows accumulation. These high blue skyscrapers. Again, same story. Power from pivot, and then pulling back on really low volume. Almost test the 10, test the back, the pivot, and then now potentially stage 2, right? So stage 1, stage 4, stage 1, stage 2, really early. So I would like to get on this stock. I've traded it long time ago. And then you guys see this also looks like SMCI, right? Just kind of like chopping around. This here was really nice. I don't know if this was on my radar here. This was good, very close to earning, so it was hard to get in as well. Lots of power here, volume, and then now pulling back. So I like it. I like what it's doing here. Maybe Tuesday will open a little weak. This holds, and then turns up. That would be beautiful. So let's see if that gives us that opportunity. Kind of maybe get in here or get in here. Low risk entry with a stop down here somewhere in this area, and then potentially grabbing good price on GitLab. Meli, we're almost there. But these are really good stocks. So Meli is another one. Obviously, I bought it. I bought it right here. I think I posted about that on X right here. Got lucky just before the before the gap the next day. So that was good. I sold it on this day here, went up a little bit more, and then just kind of went sideways dead. This was tight here, but I don't know, too extended. Like, I like them inside the base or right above the base. This is just a little bit too extended. If I'm not in it already, I'm selling here. So this has not done much to get me back in. I think it's just still extended. Again, attempted to go, but it wasn't able to. I was very interested in it here, right here in this area, but it never really triggered an entry. It actually went the other way around, and that's fine. No harm, no foul. And then I was hoping that this will set something up, but it just never. It didn't. So now you're watching for a pullback. So you're rallying back up in a kind of wedge-in manner, and then you hope maybe it just goes another day or two. I don't know. Maybe it just goes, but you got somebody buying it on the breakout here. It's good volume dry up, volume expanding, but we'll see. Maybe this pulls back. That's the 1600, and then gives you something here before it moves back out. That's the thought, at least. Okay. MDB, I was in this one. Still watching it. Great numbers. ESTS is in the same group that we just talked about. I bought MDB. Where did I buy it? Right here, coming out. Right here, and then I sold half of it here before earnings, and then I held through earning, and I got this awesome bar, and I got stopped out. I think I got stopped out. My old stop, I left it because I sold half here, so I was just essentially more than free rolling. I mean, this was profitable trade, but it stinks. So I stopped out here. I thought it's going to test the 21 EMA, hold, set something up here and then back, which it did here, but then was a fake out. I think, again, there's just too much selling here, and this setup is way too close to that selling. So that failed. And then just kind of broke the 50 wide range bar, and now it's trying to set something up, but I think this just needs a little bit more time. I don't know. It's not ready yet, but this is a good size base, so it's not falling apart. That's the good news. If you look at the weekly, it gives you a little bit clearer picture. Stage 4, really short stage 1, and then maybe stage 2, and this is potentially like your first base in that stage 2 uptrend. So looks good. I think it just needs a little bit more time as well. So like I said, these are not ready to go. Last one is Snow. Snow is we use it in our org as well. So all about modernization and API and storage and whatnot. So it's cloud-based data warehousing and things like that. So potentially, it's a young IPO as well. So that's always a plus. I almost bought Snow here on this day right here. Just kind of regret that I didn't. This was really good. It's close to earning. I mean, 4, 5, 8 days or a week and a half. So it's not that close. Set up really nice here with up a little bit, pull back up, and then you buy it there. I think the market wasn't looking too good here. So it was, well, no, that's November. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't, but I was looking at it here and just ran away from me. And now it's back on top of this space. So you got your cup with handle on the daily. I think the weekly is just having a cup versus a cup with handle. So there's your cup. Then you're just pulling back the top of this space. Tested the 50 successfully on low volume. So that's good. So high volume going up, low volume going down, and then now increase in volume on a blue bar. That's okay. Looks fine. Obviously 2 days of selling here on okay volume. Setting something up. So we'll see how this calms down. It needs to calm down a little bit, but one that I'm watching. So that was quite a bit of tickers that I just threw at you. You're just gonna watch them every day, figure out what you're looking at, and what do you want to wait for. And then once you see what you're wanting to see, and you get your low risk entry, then you take the trade. It's not complicated. It's probability. I always say and tweet, half of these trades are going to fail. In really good market, you're probably going to average 60, 62, 63%. In horrible markets, you'll be down in the 30s. If you're not really, stop plowing in over and over in bear markets, you're probably going to be in the 20s from a success rate perspective. But you need to learn when to stop and not continue to plow into stocks so that you're not in 20% success rate. But in not so good markets, you're in the low 40s, 30s, and in good markets, you're in the 60s. And it's how you manage your trade and how you are able to take multiple of your risk and then keep your stop losses tight. That's essentially what it's all about. It's not magic. These charts don't guarantee anything. You're just essentially putting the odds in your favor. And you got to take the trade and let the trading gods handle the rest. So with that, I will end it. And you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you later.